on a conveyor belt. I've never seen that before. Ah, that's so sad. What are you making fun of me now? Have you ever been to a fancy sushi place? Moving on, what do you want to eat? Well, I'm definitely going for the omelet. The omelet? You don't get it at all, huh? You know, egg was a dessert a long time ago. If you eat something sweet like that, you will ruin your fish. When you eat sushi, you should always start with the white fish. The way the experts do it is it eats clean tasting white fish first, then fattier fish, then sushi roll. That's so boring, geez, no wonder you don't get any girls, you're such a nerd. What? I was going to... Anyways, let's go inside. King, what are you going to start with? Some people think they know everything about sushi and keep going on and on and on about it, but the best way to eat is the way you like it. Still, I can't decide. At times like this, the best thing to do is to look at the chef's recommendations. Today's recommendation is squid. Okay, I'll start with that then. Sure thing, one squid coming right up. Okay, then putting the sushi on my plate. You certainly don't get this kind of treatment at a cheap conveyor belt sushi place. Now then. Wow, it's plump, stringy, and thick. It really looks delicious. I'll just put some soy sauce on it and pop in my mouth. Oh, that's amazing. This squid is a little bland, but an all do texture and unique taste complementing each other beautifully. Okay, now that I have worked up my appetite, the next one is... That was delicious. I'm stuffed. That was absolutely delicious. So this is what an expensive sushi place is like. You never know what you were talking about. You never knew what you're talking about, did you? Huh? Well, at least I didn't just order fish eggs. Everything you've ordered is eggs. You're obsessed. And when you left the restaurant, you said, "Ushu, didn't you?" I just wanted to try out once. Is that not right? Ushu comes from the term Ushiwasha Tesku. It is used only by the staff to talk to the other customers, never the other way around. Hey King, wouldn't it be best if you wrote the report? Cool, that's great. The way I can focus on the eating part. Hey, don't just ignore me. Think I'm done with the report. Time to get back to the office. Dun 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 dun. Did you write the report, King? Yeah, the report is good, but it's a pain in the ass to read. While we were eating, this guy just kept talking to himself and never spoke a word to the rest of us. Whoa, I never thought I'd have such a talent for writing reports. So, by the way, who is this undercover tester client anyways? He kept this true name hidden. I only know his web handle, so I don't actually know. And anyway, even if I knew, I have to keep that information confidential, so I couldn't say. Oh, come on, Tsunade, I really want to know. This undercover examiner, who the hell is he? It's not he, it's her. It was, wrong answer, whatever. Long black hair. An invisible slasher is rampant in Shinjuku. Catch the cobra before something serious happens. Please help. Okay. There has been a string of some real oddball incidents lately on the Shinjuku. Cars, trees, buildings, entrances. They're all getting sliced up and with clean cuts too, like someone took a really sharp knife to them. Thankfully, nobody has actually gotten hurt by this so far. Right now, it's just a case of trying to curb vandalism we're dealing with here. But it's heavy-duty stuff getting damaged here. Imagine if people started getting targeted somewhere as dense as Shinjuku, it'd be a real problem. As long as we don't know who's behind this, we can't predict what what be next, and the police can hardly be bothered to get off their asses, and like this helps us this after the last incident. I see where this is going. Alright, we'll check it out for you. I've hacked into, I've partially borrowed access to the security cameras in Shinjuku so we can check out what's been recording. I didn't see anything, and I damn well didn't hear anything right now either. Doesn't look like I can find anything to the actual crime scenes, though I'd wager that you've been already checking on this much yourself. There's really nothing left on there, huh? Oh, hee, I just found something interesting. Here's my trusty assistant from just a little while ago. Let's take a look. What was that flash of light just now? We just might have a real live Kamatichi on our hands here. We've probably heard about them before from folk tales, right? Kamakichi are wise spirits with claws as sharp as a sickle. To hear the story tell it, they attack people by appearing inside a sudden whirlwind, cutting through victims' skin sharply. It's in its wake. What probably really happens is when people's skin get really dry, in that it can get cut up by small rocks blowing in the wind, or so we thought. Looking at this footage, I think it's safe to say there's nothing ordinary gust of wind, knowing that there could be an actual Komanoichi on the loose in Shinjuku. Putting fairy tales aside for the moment, what we do now is that light reflection off something, maybe the wind somehow, or a blade, or maybe something else entirely, who knows, but that light definitely skimmed right close to your head there in the footage. If you hadn't felt anything ominous back there, we might have seen your head pop off your shoulders. Hey, better stay sharp, you can only stay lucky for so long, you know. Head back to Shinjuku and investigate the surrounding areas. Detective Jiraiya and I will stay here and analyze the footage some more. Hey, eventually, guys, I'll get what I'm after. In the development stages. Oh. I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Tokyo. There's a thin line crocheting through here that looks like a burn mark. What a burn mark. You found a burn spot, you say? Anything else of note you find there? What's wrong? Does something feel off again? A flash of sunlight reflecting off a window and blinded you? Hey, looks like you froze Kyoko for the time being. Oh wait, there she goes. She's moving again. Guess she's looking something up. Hey, once she's like this, she's lost in her own world. No point trying to talk to her now. Her looks like she'll be at it for a while. I hate ordering you around since you don't work for me, but would you mind looking around for more clues? We'd have a lot of reports about the fifth phenomenon coming into the police department, so there could definitely still be something left to find. There's another one of these burn marks on the sidewalk here. I feel it, the murderous intent again. It's a chill, and someone the same as before. The ominous feeling is back. Whoa, whoa. Is that the best you've got? You're too slow. The jig is up. I know your trick. Hey, it's me. I figured out what's going on. The culprit, however, is using reflections to their advantage. Have you ever heard of a building? It's a super tall skyscraper in London that was at the center of the really bizarre incident. Basically, there was cars parked nearby it that mysteriously had parts of them melted and warped. The cause of it was a building window. The panels were installed in such a way that reflected a sunbeam partially enough to potent enough to damage cars. In this instance, they were not dealing with sun rays. Judging from the flash of light and these burn marks, you probably dealing with lasers here. But this isn't your ordinary laser printer you're talking about. Only weapons guiding lasers could leave such a deep burn. These questions is how someone managed to set them up all around Shinjuku and fire them off without people spotting them. There hasn't been any big power surges in the area. Could there be batteries? No way. The digital wave readings are fluctuating weirdly. Don't tell me they're using a digital wave as a substance for microwaves. In the important measure is if that's the case, then hey, think you can trust in my and your good luck to pull us through? Of course. I like the attention. Then here's the deal. The culprit is aiming their lasers at you using every reflectional surface in the area. You're going to use that to our advantage. The fact that a laser is bouncing around towards you means we can trace it back to its original point. To do that, you need to get in the line of fire, but you have a time it will, or else you'll get a hole burnt right through your skull. Do you get what I'm asking here? As soon as that laser got you, I want you to jump into it and dive inside. If my thinking is correct, that laser is actually a type of digital wave. If it is, the instant the beam of light hits something and forms a connection with the origin point and establishes a fixed network of sorts. That's what should make it possible for you to jump into it. I know it sounds crazy, but you're easily the luckiest person I've ever known. You can do it. Trust yourself and tackle this head on. Just concentrate. If anyone can do this, it's you. Shiny! What we got? Gotta keep moving on, whoa. Gotta keep moving on, wow, 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 wow. Gotta keep moving on, wow, 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 wow. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Ooh, auto level up. So Wizardmon's level 10, Bray Wyatt's level 39, Cubemon's level 25, Caesarmon's level 25, Infernalmon's level 10. I see a shiny! Shiny! No shiny in that one. It's a tankmon. Ow. Magnanimon 37, Wizardmon level 12, Infernalmon level 12. 12. Who are you? How did you find me here? Are you some army goon trying to take me back? You're not what with the army? Well, I'm an optical weapon Digimon that broke out of a certain country's military. I was developed and trained to be a weapon capable of attacking the real world directly from cyberspace, but I hated it. I hated being worthless to them for any other purpose aside from that. And I hate anybody in the army who just tries to treat me like a weapon, so I ran away. You're wondering why I was attacking the city? But I was just practicing my technique over the network to find something else I could do, that's all. Oh, so my lasers were shooting out into the real world without me even realizing it? Sorry about that. Try all I might, no matter how much I run away, I really am just a mean old weapon in the end. I'm wrong, because if I was a real weapon, there would have been casualties. Huh, you're really something. Hey, are you okay? You look alright, so I'm relieved to see you again. If something had happened to you, it would have made me look really terrible as a detective, so I'm glad to see you're alright. Detective, I knew it. You lied to me. You really are just a government dog. I'll make you pay for this, you two-faced scumbag. If you're so desperate to make me a weapon again, then I'll give you what you want, and then some. Take this. You don't scare me, big boy. Is that what you think you are? A big boy? Ooh, that did not do a lot of damage. That... That is not fun. That is not good. Why are you really kind of strong? Okay, you're lightning, so... You need to be hit by earth. Immobilized by recoil? Yeah! Hyper cannon! Thud! Alright. Now what do we got here? That is beautiful. I love it. Do it again. And this should kill you. Good job, Infernalmon. 14 Infernal Mon, 14 Wizard Mon, 39 Crow Mon, 26 QB Mon, 26 Seizure Mon. That's enough. I get it. I'm nothing more than a weapon to be fired off. I know that I'm afraid fighting you now, but if that's the life I have no lead, then I wish I'd never been created. So it was a program Digimon made by a foreign military. I'm sorry I interrupted your conversation then. I guess I'm gumming up the works real bad right now. You'd won him over. Still, at least it put a stop to things, even though it ended poorly. It really did. Now it's become a serious situation. I mean, not only did you find a top secret military weapon, you also, well, destroyed it. If you're not careful here, this could turn into an international incident that even threatens our security treaty with that country. Just when Japan finally got them to move their bases too, that deal could vanish into thin air because of this. Oh, but don't think any of this is your fault. Even if it were to lead to World War III taking place, you shouldn't feel guilty. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were actually being serious. Oh, but I really am when I am not. Anyways, Lady Luck must really take a shine to you. To tell you the truth, there was actually one other thing that flash of light could have been. See, if it hadn't been a normal measure, but instead a phenomenon measure, you wouldn't been standing here talking to us right now. Oops, turn down my music. I detected fluctuations in the digital wave, which made me immediately determine that there were fractures as a measure substance. However, there were also the possibility that instead of microwaves being subdued, that it could have been ultrasonic waves. Rather than rely on phones, phenomenon measures like the normal inplays rely on amplified, which makes their properties fundamentally different. If you'd been facing a back there, you probably wouldn't have been able to use your like a normal network linked and connect jump. Now do you get how lucky you are? You did some great work out there today, kiddo. But that's what youth is for in the first place, so keep it up. Alright, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out. Hit that like button if you did enjoy. Consider subscribing if you are new here. Share this video with your friends and family so y'all can all come join the tribe together. Live life by the sword, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.